Welcome everybody. I wanted to make a video for you today about the 10 reasons, 10 best reasons that kids should play football. You can find this article at my website, gofootball.com. Alright, first thing, your son needs to stay active and play. A lot of kids have childhood obesity these days. We don't want to have our son laying around all the time, not being active, not getting to go outside and play. Alright, sure, playing video games is fun, but obviously plenty of kids, that's all they're worried about today. They are not interested in playing anything or going outside and having physical activity. So playing football is going to help your kid to play active. There are going to be other boys there that they're going to know, they're going to be friends with. It's going to be a good thing for them. All right. The second thing, tackle football is safe as long as proper tackling techniques are taught. All right. And safety is a big concern in tackle football. There is a program called the Heads Up training program for coaches that teaches kids to keep their heads up when they're making tackles. If they're not going to understand the proper way to do that, and should never have their head down, using it like a battering ram, something like that. So the coaches, if you're youth football coaches today, pretty much all of them are familiar with proper tackling techniques. You're going to have a lot of these guys that have played, high school football or college football, even some of these coaches, maybe even professional football in some cases. And so that's very important. All right, so that's another reason that your kid will be fine playing football. All right, number 3, play on a football team will teach your son important life lessons, character, team building. These are all positive things. Bondships with friends, kind of going to battle together in that sense, where they're, spending time working on perfecting their plays and encouraging each other. These kind of things. These are all positive character building things. Being part of a team, life lessons for your son that'll help them later on in life. All right, the fourth thing, tackle football is going to be one of the most challenging things they can do, one of the most challenging sports. All right, they could play other sports. Not to say that other sports can't be challenging. Certainly, all sports are challenging in their own ways. But tackle football is definitely going to push them, maybe harder than they ever have. So, get them out of their comfort zone. Let them be a little uncomfortable sometimes, and hopefully they'll respond positively to it, and it'll help mold their character, help them to be tough. The world is tough, obviously, and hopefully this will bring out some positive characteristics for your son. All right, the next thing will be number 5. Um, your son will make many new friends while playing on a football team. Plenty of young people are going to be playing. This is my kids right here. My son played youth football with my daughter. She was the team mascot and was a cheerleader for 1 year. And my son met many new friends. Of course, he had some friends that were already from his current school at that time, his elementary school. And of course, he went on to middle school, and there was 3 different middle schools that the kids in our area split up and go to. And then they all go to the same high school. So plenty of the boys that he played Pee Wee football together with were teammates in middle school. Some of them, and then certainly just about all of them were teammates with him when he went to high school football. So making strong friendships with boys, young men. Now they're young men, and he graduated high school this year. It'll last him a lifetime. All right. The next thing, number 6, youth football league activities league has strict rules about the amount of contact allowed in practice. Again, this goes back to safety. So again, safety is always a concern for parents. Minimal contact allowed in practices is definitely cut down on injuries that take place. A lot of injuries take place during practice time, so majority of hitting needs to be taking place, during games. Obviously, they need to learn how to hit properly during practice, but to a point. Also, hydration, things like that. All of these things. The leagues today are very safety conscious, so those are good things to help keep your son safe. All right. Also, if you're worried about your son playing against kids that are older than him or a lot bigger than them, all right, leagues have age requirements for their different divisions, and they also have many of them have weight requirements as well. The league that we played in, the 7 and 8-year-olds play together, the 9 and 10-year-olds play together, and then the 11 and 12-year-olds play together. All right. Let's say if you were playing in the 9 and 10-year-old division, and perhaps you were very heavy. Maybe you were a lot bigger. Maybe there was a boy that was a lot bigger or heavier than many of the other boys their own age. If they could not drop that weight by the time the first game came and the first weigh-in, then they would have to either not play, or they could play up, so to speak. They could play in the older division with the older boys that were more like their size. So those are all things that are put in place for safety reasons for boys when they're playing. All right. The next thing, this is going to be number 8. Your family will also make many new friends and enjoy many new experiences. Without a doubt, you can make lifelong friends through your youth football league. We made many friends here in our community. I did not grow up in the community that we're living in. We've been here for about 20 years now, but many of the people and our friends today, many people that we know so well, are people that we've known for years from the youth football team, the Pee Wee football team that we've participated in. We were out there for 4 years. So you're going to meet many new friends. I have a friend, a couple we met, they got married from it. So there's all kinds of connections being made. Even if you're a business person, maybe you need to network with people and get to know people. If you're a salesperson or something like that, that may help your business. Certainly, many opportunities to network, get to know people, talk to people, and so that's definitely a positive thing for many people if they're trying to get out and meet new people. All right, number 9, football skills can transfer well over to other sports. So if your child wants to play other sports, like my son played basketball quite a bit, and he also was involved in track as well. Here's our junior high football team. I'm a junior high football coach. I'm a junior high basketball coach rather as well. And here's my son right here as he was in 8th grade. And the skills he learned playing, skills and things he worked on in youth football, I feel certainly translate over to the other things that he did in sports. Football, you got to be quick hand and eye coordination. As a receiver, he played tight end primarily when he was a high school football player, and he actually ended up doing very well. And the basketball skills I think help him with hand-eye coordination and catching the ball, things like that. And of course that translates to basketball as well. So definitely a connection there. If your kid maybe soccer is real popular, the footwork, speed, quickness, being aggressive in soccer, those are all things that are important. Those things can transfer well over into another sport. Here's just a quick picture of my kid when he was on the youth football team. This is a pep rally that we had, and you can tell that he got a big smile on his face, and everybody's having a lot of fun. All right, and finally, the 10th thing. Go back here. The 10th thing that your son will learn is discipline and a work ethic that will benefit him the rest of their life. So, if he grows up and gets a job, you have to have discipline, obviously, as you know, to get up, to be disciplined, to go do what you need to do every day. If you're in college, taking care of your schoolwork, going to class, all of these types of things, even in high school and things, being dedicated to your classwork, being part of a team, these are all positive things that will help your son as he grows and becomes a man, and hopefully have a productive life. So these are my 10 things, or 10 best reasons that kids should play football. And you can read more about this at my website, GoFootball, GEAUX, GoFootball.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at GoFootball, and also we have our YouTube account. It's called GoFootball as well. So I hope this was helpful for you, and thanks for stopping by.